Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Sturridge, and what we should expect from him in this new Premier League season. Obviously, Daniel Sturridge has had a fantastic pre-season, to say the least, and we are well aware with his injury records that a lot of people are saying, let's wait until the Premier League starts because how available will he be? For me personally, I said before the transfer window opened, I felt like Daniel Sturridge, his time at Liverpool would be up. And then we've heard Sturridge say himself as well that it's like getting a second chance with a girlfriend. So, you know, it's very true. And I've kind of fallen into this same category as a lot of Liverpool fans. After seeing Sturridge play again this pre-season, I thought his time was up, and now I'm seeing him play again. I've realised how good of a player he is when he is available, and I'm like, yes, I want him to stay. Yes, I want him to do well in the Premier League. Yes, Daniel Sturridge can, you know, really help us to try and win the Premier League and to win silverware, but we all do know his injury record, and we all do have concerns over that. Not just Daniel Sturridge, but there is other players that we've been speaking about on this channel. But something I wanted to point out in this video is very much that Daniel Sturridge isn't going to be a player that we will overly rely on this season. He is going to be very much a squad player. We should be seeing a lot of rotation this year. Not just, we spoke very much about rotation for the midfielders, and when we've been speaking about Adam Lallana, will he be available all season? We've said there should be a lot of rotation for the midfielders. I think there'll be a lot of rotation throughout the squad in general. We are trying to compete for silverware. We are back in all competitions. It's the start of the season. So all the players should get game time. And Daniel Sturridge has spoke very much about adding more strings to his bow. Obviously being a bit more of a creator, not just a striker. We have seen that, especially over the years, Daniel Sturridge, maybe with his injury record, has lost that yard of pace that he did have. But if he is playing a little bit deeper, if he is playing as more of a creator, then he doesn't necessarily need that pace to get him behind players, but he could drop deeper to receive the ball and then look to play in one of the speedy wingers, Mane, Salah if he's playing on the pitch with him, Bobby if they're trying to run him behind, even the midfielders. When we got Naby Keita coming into the team now, we see that he likes to get up the pitch. We've also seen that Daniel Sturridge and Naby Keita have already started to look like they're gelling a little bit on the pitch. Obviously it's too soon to see how good they will be when they play together throughout the season, but it is good to start to see the link up. Pre-season, Daniel Sturridge has done well. A lot of people are talking about how many goals he scored and how many assists, and then I'm also seeing the argument that it is just pre-season. Can he do that in the Premier League still? I think Daniel Sturridge can always score goals if he's available and if he gets plenty of games. If he's playing week in, week out, Daniel Sturridge will get you goals. It's just how often will he be available? How many games will he start when you've got Bobby ahead of him? This is probably why he's adjusted his game so that he can play a number of positions. He can play deeper. He could probably play off Bobby in some games as well. So I'm interested to see what Klopp will do there. And for me, pre-season, I get what people are saying. You know, it's not always about how many goals players score. You do look at it and you go, oh, fantastic. You know, 6 goals, 2 assists. That's great. You want to see your strikers. You want to see your players score. It's brilliant. But I do get why people saying pre-season, it's not just about goals. It's about getting fitness in the legs. It's about, you know, getting the team, the new players bedding in. It's about seeing who's connecting with who, gelling, new tactics, new systems. So I do get that. But one thing that I like with Daniel Sturridge is, as I already pointed out, the Naby Keita and Sturridge link, they started to look comfortable together. I think Sturridge has looked like he's gelling with a few players. One of the things that we saw against Torino, for instance, was the Shaqiri ball over the top to Sturridge. One, Shaqiri's ball was absolutely delicious, and 2, Daniel Sturridge read that ball perfectly. I mean, we've been talking about how sharp Sturridge has been this pre-season. As a striker, to know when to time your run in that situation, there's not much space between the defender and the goalkeeper, and Sturridge timed that run perfectly. He gets his head on it. It ends up a fantastic goal. It was a great team goal. Henderson with a lovely ball. He didn't sideways pass or backwards pass. Great ball to Shaqiri. The play, you know what happened. You've seen it yourself. Ball over the top. Sturridge reads it well. It's a goal. So you see the connections starting to link up with other players, and obviously Shaqiri and Keita are 2 of the new boys. So I've been looking at how Sturridge is linking up with players as well around him. Can he play this deeper role? Can he be more of a provider? We've seen in the years that Sturridge has played for Liverpool that he has got an eye for a pass as well. Even though he has lost a yard of pace, he's still got quick feet. He can still create a little bit of room for him to get a shot off. You can see that he's not just, even though Daniel Sturridge is left-footed, you know, in pre-season I've also seen him go for them right-footed shots. He's unpredictable, and I like that about Daniel Sturridge. And I definitely, going into the Premier League, like the thought of seeing Sturridge come on from the bench or start in the cup games over Dominic Solanke. And I don't mean that in any disrespect to Dominic Solanke whatsoever, because even though people have written Dominic Solanke off towards last season, I'm not one of those fans, and I respect everyone's views. But for me, Dominic Solanke is just, he's still young. So I would have rather have seen Solanke go out on loan personally. And it doesn't look like he probably will, but Sturridge being available, he's got experience. He's still a very technically gifted player, and he still has amazing finishing ability as well. So if you're looking at all that, I don't think we're going to over-rely on Daniel Sturridge, but I think it's definitely great to see him available and come on over Dominic Solanke. Now, we probably will see Dominic Solanke starting some games with Daniel Sturridge in the Cup as well. And we also see as another striking option once he's back fit is Brewster. So that will be around Christmas and January time. And I don't think, if Sturridge is still available, that we would see Brewster being rushed back, because we don't also want to see his injuries being hampered more. So yeah, I'm a fan of Sturridge again. I never wasn't a fan of him as in his ability. I didn't think that we would be sitting here going into the new Premier League and thinking, oh yeah, Daniel Sturridge is going to be a great player for us again this year. And I do see the arguments that wait until the Premier League kickstarts, Daniel Sturridge will fall over within 10 minutes and that would be him out for a few weeks. I get that, but I'm hoping, fingers and toes crossed, that Daniel Sturridge does stay available, because it only benefits Liverpool. I do have this thought in my head that Daniel Sturridge needed a confidence boost. And I do feel that this pre-season has probably given him a confidence boost. Getting those goals, even though it doesn't really matter because of pre-season, but getting goals in pre-season, getting a couple of assists, linking up with the new players as well as with the other players around him as well, he will be more confident going into the Premier League. Hopefully he feels fitter. We're hearing about this individual training programs or whatever, whether they do actually, cater for individual training programs. I've seen people say that's rubbish. For me personally, they will do different training sessions for players that have got certain injury records. They will cater for this, and Daniel Sturridge will have to be careful, but whatever he's got to do to stay sharp and to stay available is my overall look at it. Because if Daniel Sturridge stays sharp, he will help us get points in the Premier League this year. Surely he will help us in the cup competitions as well. So yeah, my overall look on Daniel Sturridge, guys, is I think it's fantastic that we've kept him back, and it will be fantastic for us. Hopefully he stays available and hopefully he has a good season. My question to you guys that are watching this is, how many goals do you expect from Daniel Sturridge this season? If he's available all year, he's not going to start over Bobby for definite for a long spell, so I don't expect him to get 20 plus goals, but I think if he got over 10 goals this season, I think that's a good return for a player that we was all writing off his future, or a lot of us said that Daniel Sturridge wouldn't be a Liverpool player past this window. So 10 plus goals this year for me is a successful season for Daniel Sturridge, and then a few assists on top of that. Why not? So that's my overall views on Daniel Sturridge, guys. He's had a great pre-season. He's linking up well with the new lads and the old players as well. He's speaking very well. He's talking like he's more confident. There's a difference about the way he's talking about this season. There's a difference about the way he's talking about how he's feeling as well. So I do feel like he's more confident going into this one, and hopefully his body does last as well. So yeah, let me know what you make of what I've said. Let me know what you think of Daniel Sturridge, and hopefully Daniel Sturridge is a good player for Liverpool this year. Take care, everyone. Obviously, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you enjoy daily Liverpool content as well, then you're in the right place. And also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up for me as well if you've enjoyed the video. I've been on the bench LFC. You've all been legends. I will see you in the next one.